Hello! I am having a lovely break at one of my favorite bars in the town. It's called the 400 and I have a great drinking buddy. Hi baby. This is the bar dog. He's always here and he's so sweet. Yeah. Yeah, we're good buddies, huh? Oh. Got the local beer, the Demoiselle. Got this beautiful square to sit in. I'm in the sunshine. And I've got my buddy. Oh, who's a happy boy? I'm just taking a pause here. I had my driving lesson this morning, my first driving lesson. It was fabulous to just drive again. It's been so long and it all came back very quickly. I was very surprised with just how comfortable I felt, even though it's been a few years since I drove anything. That was great. I have 2 more lessons lined up this week. And then I went to the plant shop and the supermarket. I got some waters. Oh, is that your spot? Oh, what a cutie. I feel that this afternoon, since it's so beautiful and sunny outside, might be gardening time. And these new plants need to go in the ground. I got 16 small flowers for 12 euros. And I'd love to do some hoop today. Hopefully I won't wear myself out with gardening and I'll have enough energy to do a little bit of aerial later on. You're the cutest. You know it too. Look at that little diva face. Mm-hmm. I've just rocked up at home on my flower-filled bike and there's a delivery. Yay! This is, I'm assuming, the ottoman that goes with the new sofa that was not supposed to arrive for another 3 weeks. So it's actually 3 weeks early, which is great. So now I'm gonna attempt to lug this up the stairs on my own. I've lugged it upstairs. That actually wasn't too bad. It's not that heavy. And now it's time to unwrap it and put the legs on and see it next to the beautiful new sofa. Oh, I can see it. Well, in the ongoing ups and downs and twists and turns of fate that is life, they only sent me 2 legs. Obviously, I could contact the company and ask them to send the other 2 legs, but I actually don't think I'm going to do that because I don't really love the shape or color of these legs. They're not really doing anything for me. So I think what I'm going to do instead is go into the hardware store in town and buy a set of 4 legs that's more interesting shape and color. They're okay. They're just not my favorite. So maybe it's a chance to get something that I really, really love to change out the legs on this ottoman. But I can still enjoy my legless poof. Oh, it's so cute though. I intentionally bought it in a different fabric and material than the sofa because I knew there would be a mix of fabrics in this room. And I thought if 2 things matched, it would actually be more off-putting than having mismatched everything. So this chair, the one that I've reupholstered, is going to go in one of the bedrooms, but I have a fluffy armchair that I got off of French Craigslist, Le Bon Coin, for 40 euros. It's a big fluffy armchair and it's going to go in here as well. It does look very short and sad next to the sofa with no legs though. That's all the progress we're going to make on the ottoman today. So I'm now heading outside to hang up my hoop and do a little bit of training in my gorgeous aerial space. I'm so happy to have this space now. It's only been up and running and usable for a couple weeks, and I'm just hopping up here as much as I can. I've done a few videos for my other YouTube channel and for Instagram and whatnot, and I've done all my conditioning and training things. So I'm gonna move on to gardening. I'm thinking I'd like to have some lovely colorful flowers in this bed here. And then maybe on either side of this big rose bush. And then also another little bed down here in this area with some more color. I'm just trying to think of places that have a lot of sun where I can add color to the garden. Do well. It's going to be so nice to have this bed full of color. That is one well cared for flower bed, or at least I hope it is. But I have planted the gladiolas, I have watered them, and I hope they're nice and happy. I hope they will come up and be beautiful. While we're out here in the garden, it just occurred to me that I haven't actually shown you guys one of my favorite things in the garden, which is the secret shed. It's a bit overgrown at the moment. I need to cut back these bushes a little so it's a little bit more accessible. But this is sort of tacked on to the side of the house. You can see that is the side of the house. That window up there is the big bedroom on the first floor. And it's a stone outbuilding that's just kind of hidden behind the bushes. It's got this beautiful grapevine growing over the door. And let me wade through the bushes so I can get back here to show it to you guys. There we go, that was a little bit stuck. So here is the inside of the shed. So this is an outbuilding that I'm pretty sure was used for keeping animals, because you can see the animal pins over there. So maybe something like pigs or something like that. It's also filled with extra roof tiles. I don't know if those are useful or usable in any way. I'd be very hesitant to get rid of them, because if I did have a problem with the roof, which fortunately we don't, if we ever did have a problem with the roof, it would be good to have some extra tiles. But I would also really like to clear out this space because it is a nice big space. And it would be fun to find some kind of cool use for it. One thing I thought about that I don't know, it's probably not realistic in any way, but was like a sauna. That's probably a little bit far-fetched. But another thing I thought about was like a little outdoor bar area with a little bar and maybe a fridge and a small food prep area, so that it would be convenient for having cocktails or snacks in the garden. But I don't know, if you guys have any ideas about what could be a good use of this space, let me know, because yeah, it's really cool and it'd be great to have a good use for it. And while we are in this part of, the grapevine doesn't want to go back there. Go back. Okay, there we go. While we're in this part of the garden, I'm just going to also show you guys a small problem that I have discovered. This is the water outlet via drain pipe of the first floor bathroom. In other words, the only bath in the house at the moment. And when I take a bath, all of the water comes through this pipe down here and out directly onto the ground in the garden. Not ideal. So the problem is that any products that I use, for example, when I dye my hair, come directly into the garden, and that is not good for plants. It's the same in the front. So we have the same problem here in the front, where if you see that drain pipe right there in the middle, it comes down here and all the water comes out here, again onto the ground. There's the end of the pipe right there. It's just not a good setup. Fortunately, the 3 sinks in the house are the only water that come out of this. The actual toilet is connected to the sewer. I don't know why the sinks and the bathtub are not connected to the sewer, but thank God the toilet is. Anyway, this needs to be remedied. I don't know how complicated that's going to be plumbing wise, but yeah, it cannot continue in this way. However, at this point, I am exhausted. It's been a very long day, and I am very ready to go in and have a gorgeous, warm, relaxing bath, watch a series, cook dinner. I'm finally snuggled up in my bed, and it feels so good. It has been a very long day, but a very happy day. I love, love, love my driving lessons. And doing some aerial and working in the garden. It was such a nice mix of lovely activities today, but I am very sleepy. So it is now bedtime. Just before I pass out, which is going to happen in about 3.5 seconds, I'll just remind you guys to please do subscribe to my channel. There are all kinds of projects going on here, and if you want to keep up and see the differences, see the changes that are happening, then the best way to do that is to subscribe, and it really, really, really helps me out. It promotes my videos with the YouTube algorithm. It's totally free, and I super, super appreciate whenever you guys subscribe or like my videos or comment or interact in any way. It's great. It really makes me happy. It brightens my day. So please do those things. And with that, it is bedtime, and I will see you guys next time.